That's the place to bowl it. You'll get Dilshan chasing after the ball. He'll get a few, and you may suffer a little along the way, but you've a much better chance of getting him out if there's movement out there. Now, wait, watch. 6. Fortune favoured the brave.
Yes, it was a very brave shot. He really went through with it as well, which is probably what saved him. It wasn't a half-hearted pull.
Smashed through the offside. England have just started to swing the ball. You can understand Stuart Broad getting it nice and full, but with a player like Dilshan, you know he's going to take the bait, you know he's going to take it on.
An hour's play since lunch. 15 overs have been bowled, and this pair have managed to resist everything that England have thrown at them. That's a good job done, particularly with players of the class of Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene to come. Take as much of the shine off that ball as possible, and then let the stroke makers get to work.
It's going to be 4 runs, rather in the manner that Ian Bell made some of his runs in England's innings. The ball shaping away down the slope and Dilshan just riding it. Sliced through the gully area, and he'll get 4 for that, Dilshan. That's what England are looking for, that rather loose, wild attack that Dilshan likes on the off stump. But that went safe.
Oh, we just gave him a bit of width. I mean, Dilshan plays like Sehwag of India. I mean, they're just not going to hang around and poke about. They're going to put bat to ball. They give you a chance, but if you don't bowl really well, they're going to smack some runs. Tossed that up, did Swan. There's a sweeper out there, but that single takes him to his 18th 50 for Sri Lanka. Well played, young man.
First ball then after tea. Well, on the second hit, it was caught by Andrew Strauss. I can't say I've seen that before. Have a look at this. Dilshan plays it into the ground. At first I think it might roll back onto the stumps. He decides it will, so he flicks it away and hits it straight to Slip, who catches it. The answer to the question is not out. Ouch. Way. That bounce that Tremlett gets, it's alarming and threatening, and it's hurt Dilshan. Jeffrey is alongside me. For all that, do you think England bowled a bit too short?
I think they bowled a little too short, and when they did try to pitch it up, too often it was too full. It was hittable, half volley. There were too many wide balls down leg side and offside, which let the pressure off the batsman, or put it another way, it didn't put them under pressure.
Looks as if that thumb injury is potentially serious, I think. Good stop. That's what England need now, a sense of urgency about the fielding that'll lift the bowlers. They've just got to find something from somewhere that's a bit different. At the moment it's all pretty humdrum stuff. Some ordinary bowling, some scrappy fielding. Time to get stuck in. Go many a mile when he hits it. It goes many a mile. Beautiful straight blade that punches the ball down the ground. I think England have got a problem with Dilshan now. I think he's in and set and eager to set an example. This pair have put on the highest partnership for the first wicket against England in Test matches. That's an achievement in itself. Tillakaratne Dilshan is very confident against spin. It reminds me a little bit of the passage of play yesterday when Owen Morgan looked so comfortable. The problem is that England are a busted flush with the seamers at the moment. And Swan's not getting much out of this dry and true surface, so Dilshan's beginning to dictate.
It's going to be 4. Short ball from Peterson. He's going to be a little bit inconsistent. He's not a regular bowler. But you don't have to give Dilshan any width. He just takes up the invite.
That's a great shot from Dilshan. There's nothing wrong with that ball. It was good pace. It got a bit of extra bounce from short of a length, and Dilshan just got up onto his toes and punched it for 4.
This is a proper cricket shot. Look how tall he got. Straight bat, raced away up the hill. Takes him to 98.
Flash through to the boundary, and Tillakaratne Dilshan gets 100. A belligerent innings by the Sri Lankan captain. He's really decorated this wonderful arena with some stunning strokes. It's his 12th Test 100. It's his first in England, leading from the front, and it's the honours board for Tillakaratne Dilshan. Let's hope they've got enough space on the board to fit all his name in.
Well, he's always been a very fine shot player. We've seen him in one-day cricket, and today he's produced a lot of good shots. He's always going to take chances and play the odd airy-fairy, play and miss. But he's put this pitch into context. England got a lot of runs. Now Sri Lanka are getting runs. He's also shown all the people in England that that performance in Cardiff was a mistake, that they're better players than what they did in Cardiff. It's a bit of a risky shot at this time of night. Sangakkara in particular is playing for tomorrow. He's not going to take any risks, but I suppose Dilshan, with a nice 100 behind his name, he feels that he's not going to get out on this surface.
What a terrific comeback by Sri Lanka, led by their captain Tillakaratne Dilshan. 166 balls for 127, unbeaten at the close of play, entertaining the full house at Lord's. We had a look at Tillakaratne Dilshan in the nets this morning. He's clearly in some trouble. He didn't go for a scan on that right thumb in the end. There's no doubt that he'll be in pain, and particularly if England's bowlers get the extra bounce we expect them to. Finds the gap between the two gully fielders. Runs are hard to come by this morning against some accurate and aggressive English bowling.
Stuart Broad looks a bit aggrieved there. It's a wonder that they did actually manage to get it between those two fielders, because they're quite close together.
Four through the gap to third man, and as ever, we mentioned it yesterday, we'll keep saying it, but you just don't see fielders at third man anymore. That's well played by Dilshan. No sign of a problem with his right thumb there. It's also the single that takes Sri Lanka to 250, which means that they're 236 behind England now.
Oh, that's 4. Late cut. Might not have meant it exactly there. It's quite awkward bowling at this end. Sometimes you get a good sort of feeling as a bowler, an off-spinner, trying to spin it up the slope. But if you just get a little bit of width, then with the ball going down the slope, it's easy to hit. Oh, good shot. Good cricket. It's hit the short ball. He's thinking he's Dilshan that Swan's going to definitely pitch this one up. It won't be short again. So he uses his feet. Thank you. Oh, width. Lovely footwork. Got the foot right out there and down the pitch. Hard work for England. 150 up there. Fourth time he's made 150 in Test matches. And you can't believe that England bowled this lot out in Cardiff quite easily. At the moment, if you're honest, you can't see where a wicket's coming for England. Shot. Simple, isn't it? You pitch it up, I hit it. And England, are you ever going to get a wicket? That's what they must be thinking.
Yeah, and full credit to Dilshan, his captain. He's come out in here and he's really leading from the front. 82 all out in Cardiff. Came out and set the tone yesterday with aggression, and had a few swishes and misses, but just getting his team into position. Can they get beyond England? 211 behind.
Stuart Broad to bowl from the nursery end with the new ball, and thwacked back past him by Dilshan. 166 now. That's a pretty meaty blow from Dilshan. He quite happy to accept the challenge to take on the short ball, and that takes him to his career best in Test cricket. 170, beating his 168 against Bangladesh in Colombo.
Oh, in the air, in the gap. Just the way Dilshan plays, if it's up there to drive, he's going to throw the kitchen sink at it, just past Kevin Peterson at gully. Broad's having another one of those days where things just aren't going for him, but he's just got to find a way of somehow getting wickets. That's a poor ball from Finn, the new ball, and what you want as a captain is just nice areas, no freebies. When a player's on 180, he's always going to clip it off his legs.
It's the blade of Zorro, thrashed out to the cover area where Ian Bell does the sweeping up, but the relevance of it is that Dilshan has now passed Siddharth Wetamuni as Sri Lanka's highest scorer at Lords. Wetamuni achieved his 190 way back 1984, Sri Lanka's first test match here. And their touring manager, Duleep Mendis, who's sitting out on the balcony today, was in that side, and that's Arjuna Ranatunga, a young cricketer in those days. There's Mendis himself. Ranatunga, of course, led Sri Lanka to the World Cup. All part of the great dynasty of Sri Lankan cricket. Oh, that's hurt him, really hurt him. We saw earlier his practice in the nets this morning, and the fact that he was in trouble with that thumb on his right hand. But I think that's nailed it.
Steep bounce from Tremlett. Is it the same place where he got hit yesterday? Yep, right on the same spot. That glove, you can see more tape. He got hit the same place in Cardiff, and it just goes to show. Look at that bat handle. It goes to show that if you're going to score lots of runs, you've got to take the odd bruise.
You've got to find a way to settle yourself mentally and then start again. The same bowler who will doubtless attempt the same damage. Absolutely right on it, and it's probably broken anyway before that blow.
And finally, Dilshan is prized from the crease. Delight for Stephen Finn. That's just the perfect length, and I think probably still feeling the effects of that bat on the thumb. It was a slightly lazy, maybe languid shot, but what an innings, Geoffrey.
Fantastic, especially as a lot of it was played with one hand, the other hurting a great deal. It's a lovely delivery, just the length that makes batsmen think of coming forward or try to get forward, but can't quite get right there because of the height and bounce of the ball. But well played, young man. The whole ground is up. They know they've seen a remarkable innings by a man who plays lots of shots, yes, the occasional airy-fairy one, but he's thrilled everybody. 193, and now Sri Lanka 370 for 3.